Scream Factory has released the 1981 John Carpenter classic, Escape from New York, in a limited edition 4K bundle.
John Carpenter's Escape from New York, the high adventure of the future. One man must go in where no man has ever gotten out. John Carpenter's Escape from New York, the greatest escape of them all, is about to blow the future apart.
First up, let's talk about the film itself. Escape from New York opens with a brief prologue that sets up the nightmarish future the film takes place in. It mentions that by 1988, the crime rate in the United States rose 400%. They were only off by, 34 years in their prediction? So by 1997, New York City has been entirely walled off and is being used as a maximum security prison. And once you go in, you don't come out. So the President of the United States, played by the legendary Donald Pleasance, ends up trapped in the New York City prison. During the scene where the government forces first learn of the president's capture, this weirdo shows up with the president's severed finger. And I'm pretty sure this guy currently lives under the bridge near my house. Seriously, if it's not him, it's his twin brother. So convicted criminal Snake Plissken is recruited to enter New York and rescue the president. He's injected with a slow-acting poison that will be neutralized only if he's able to bring the president and an important cassette tape out of New York City. Escape from New York is a perfect example of a flawless B-movie. John Carpenter may not have had a ton of money at his disposal here, but that didn't stop him or producer Deborah Hill from giving it their all. The script was written by Carpenter and Nick Castle, who actually played Michael Myers in the original Halloween. It's an excellent concept, and the script and Carpenter's direction is top-notch. There's so many memorable scenes and lines, with one of my favorite sequences being when Snake is fleeing the mutant cannibals who rise up out of the sewers. It's creepy and expertly handled. There's so much I love about this film, but I really should start with the cast. We've got tons of John Carpenter regulars here, and that's one of the many things I love about John Carpenter films, seeing these old familiar faces who honestly feel like old friends to me. But the entire cast is fantastic, and every one of the characters are memorable in some way. But of course, the star of the film, and the one whose shoulders everything rests on, is Kurt Russell, and he's just so damned good here.
About an hour ago, a small jet went down inside New York City. The president was on board. President of what? That's not funny, Plissken.
Snake Plissken is one of my favorite movie characters of all time. He has so many great lines here, and the older and more cynical I get, the more I love the character.
I don't give a fuck about your war. Or your president.
Snake Plissken is the ultimate anti-hero, and I do wish we had gotten to see more of this character, outside of only this and Escape from LA. I always thought it would have been kinda cool to get one more film and make it a trilogy. But if they ever did bring Snake Plissken back, I'm sure they would just mess up his character. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, John Carpenter's direction is fantastic, and as usual, his film score is iconic. I just love it. Carpenter makes the most of his low budget and utilizes everything from beautiful matte paintings to large-scale miniatures. It all works and adds to the B-movie charm. And speaking of matte paintings, none other than future filmmaker James Cameron himself worked on some of them. Pretty cool. It's interesting that Carpenter's sequel, Escape from LA, is essentially a bigger budget remake of this film, and yet this movie is far superior. I do enjoy Escape from LA though, and it has grown on me over the years. Oh, and check out this list of stunt performers here in the credits. Jim Winburn played Michael in the original Halloween during the balcony fall. Dick Warlock played Michael in Halloween 2. George Wilbur played him in Halloween 4 and 6. Fred Lerner's son played Michael in the Halloween 6 reshoots. And Ted White played Jason in Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. What an impressive list of guys here. So yeah, I love this movie. It's one of my favorite John Carpenter films, and right now, it really seems as timely as ever. I ordered the limited edition bundle, and like some previous John Carpenter releases from Scream Factory, this one includes a nice, thick keepsake box. It has art by Chris Bilheimer. Inside, it houses the Blu-ray and a limited edition 7-inch vinyl from Sacred Bones Records. The A-side includes a 2017 version of the main theme by John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies. The B-side includes a never-before-released recording of the 69th Street Bridge track, recorded in 2020. Up next is an enamel pin set from Gutter Garbs. Limited to just 1,000 units, the pins come in a sturdy cardboard box. The 5 pins include the Escape from New York logo, Snake Plissken, a New York City penitentiary sign, the United States Police Force logo, and a computer graphic representation of the New York City skyline. I really love these pin sets that Scream Factory has been putting out with some of their collections, and this collection, with art by Matthew Schiff, does not disappoint. The bundle also includes an 18 by 24 inch poster with the original art. The Blu-ray itself has a thick cardboard slipcover with the same classic artwork. No reversible art is included, which is kind of a bummer, but I love the original artwork anyway, so it's fine. The 3-disc set includes a 4K disc, a Blu-ray disc, and a 3rd disc full of special features. Scream has included a 4K restoration from Studio Canal, and I honestly can say this is the best the film has ever looked. I had some issues with the previous 2015 Blu-ray that Scream Factory put out. The picture looked a little too dark for me, and there were some weird issues with some of the graphics on the monitors in the film. But this release corrects all of that. The black levels are rock solid, and the moody lighting looks fantastic. Some shots are a bit soft here and there, but it's nothing at all distracting. Honestly, the movie looks amazing, and watching this on my 75-inch 4K TV with my new soundbar was like seeing it for the very first time. The Blu-ray copy has the same restoration and also looks fantastic. New to this release is a Dolby Atmos track and the original restored stereo track for purists. Now apparently you need at least 4 speakers to get the most out of the Dolby Atmos track, which I don't have unfortunately. But damn, it did sound amazing coming out of my soundbar and subwoofer. The rest of the special features here are ported over from that 2015 Scream Factory release. There's tons of stuff, including 3 commentary tracks, multiple featurettes and interviews, the original opening sequence, which is fascinating, and trailers and stills. Overall, this is a fantastic release, and the improved picture quality makes it worth the upgrade in my opinion. You can still get some of the bundle options on the Shout Factory website, or just the film by itself if you aren't interested in all the extra swag. But definitely check this out in 4K if you can. You will not be disappointed.